Hello everybody, how's it going? It is Alex Mackenzie with another episode of an experiment called Life, live from my parents' basement. But you can hardly tell, right? Look, I put one of my YouTube videos on the television behind me, so it looks fancy like a studio. It's pretty neat. What day is it? It's actually Tuesday. I missed Monday. It was a holiday. It was Thanksgiving. So it's Tuesday, October 10th. You know what just came out this morning that I ordered? Arnold's book. Arnold Schwarzenegger has a book. Best part, narrated by Arnold. Love it. So very excited to listen to that. Gonna listen to that on the drive down to Vancouver tomorrow. So last weekend, it was the opening weekend of the Hunger for Laughs comedy tour. And what a way to open the tour, man. It was, we're in Kamloops, a completely sold out show at the Sagebrush Theatre. It's about 700 seats. It's phenomenal. I've never had a show go that good in my life, just across the board, like with everything. The tech ran great. The show went perfect. You know, financially, you didn't lose money on a show. That was really good. I couldn't be happier with it all, man. And I got to tell you, I don't think I've ever felt this good in my life. Like after the show, I don't know how to explain it other than just like full. Like I've never felt that full. Like it was just, even still now, like to this day, it's been 4 or 5 days, and you're like, man, this is gonna work. Like this thing that you've been thinking that you could do, you can't. Like you're doing it. And I remember like after the show, because I haven't drank now in like 6 weeks or something, and after the show I told myself, I'll have a couple drinks with the guys to celebrate, and then I just didn't want to. It was it's a weird thing. So normally like I'm just an alcoholic. Like when I start drinking, dude, I just start slamming everything. So I was cleaning up the green room after the show, and there was like a half open beer can that one of the acts left behind. And normally I would have been like, oh, and I would have slammed that and then like went and grabbed a beer out of the fridge and been like, all right, let's go party. And I remember I grabbed that beer and I looked at it and I was like, I don't want to. And I just like dumped it down the sink, and then I cleaned everything up, went back to the hotel. I went out to the bar to meet the guys. I met them there, and I just decided, I'm like, I don't really want to drink. So I just like hung out for a few minutes, said my hellos and goodbyes, and then I left and went back to the hotel, and then just I phoned a good buddy of mine, Aaron Arya, the guy who always comes and opens for me, and just talked to him about the show, and then went to bed, and woke up the next day, went to the gym, and started the process all over again. And I'm so happy, man. Like I don't know. And I'm just ready. This weekend we're in Vancouver and we're in Duncan. Duncan looks like it's going to sell out. Vancouver still has lots of tickets left. It's such a tough market trying to do those big cities. Because literally like the night before, Adam Sandler's there. So like you have the biggest names in the world swinging through. So it's tough trying to compete with them. But I think it's just time and effort. Like you're going to get there. And that's actually a thing I kind of want to talk about. My one friend the other day was making fun of my stories, because I always, like my Instagram and Snap and stories and stuff are so lame generally. It's pretty much every morning I take a picture of me writing, and then I just talk about that, like just put like, oh, write again. And then if I go to the gym and I take a picture and I put some either motivational quote or just some silly line from a rap song on there. And then usually those are my two staples. And then sometimes I'll put like if I'm performing or doing business stuff. But they're just, it's just super boring stuff. And he's like, well, why do you do that every day? Like, why do you post this thing of you writing every day? Like, no one gives a shit. Which I agree, no one does. But I think it's that one of my favorite things right now is that I get to test a theory that I've had my entire life. Like, I remember just thinking, like when I was like working at the mill, and I was very depressed and sad, I remember thinking like, dude, I bet you if you just pick something, like if you pick one thing and you just dedicate your life to it and you just work hard, and when times get tough and you want to quit, you don't quit and you keep pushing and keep pushing. I'm like, I bet you could get to the top of that thing, or you could get anywhere you want. Like you could achieve whatever you think you can achieve. And so it's just time and effort and just continually over and over and over and just keep repeating the process. And that's why I think I post the writing and the gym stuff, because I think what a lot of people think, and here you go, I think what they think, like I know anything. But when I make it, when I get everything I wanted, I feel like people are going to be like, oh, you got so lucky. And I just want to be like, no, dude, this is work every day. Every day you get up and you kick the rock a little further down the road. And yeah, I don't know why that matters so much to me. That's obviously some insecurity or inferiority that I have within myself that I got to look into. Because I mean, I know how hard I'm working. I know what I'm doing. And I mean, there's been lots of times I haven't been working this hard, you know. I slipped up this summer again too, and I partied for like a goddamn month. And it was bad, dude. And it was the first time in a long time I got back to that sad place where I was just like, dude, I don't think I can do any of this. I don't even know what life's about anymore. And you just quickly realize it's whenever you fall off your path, man. Like when I'm doing this, like I just feel full. Like I am so happy, man. And happy is probably the wrong word, because happy is like a thing. It's like I said, like that full, like a joy or that fulfillment. I don't know. I just wake up every day and I'm just excited for the day, and you're kind of getting a little further down the road. And yeah, my comedy's doing better than ever. That was very sweet. Like Ivan, who I really look up to, I think he's one of the best comedians in the world. He was like, man, I can't believe how much better you've got since last year. Like everything is so tight. It's phenomenal. And to hear that from someone of that status in your industry feels really, really cool. And same with Wes. Like Wes has never worked with me before. So then to have him tell me how cool it was to get to see me perform and how much he liked it was great. And yeah, then we've got like 7 more shows left, man. And a lot of them are looking like they're going to sell out. And we're going to have these awesome shows. And yeah. Anyway, I should probably get going. That's close to the 10 minutes, right? No, it's not. That's only 7 minutes. What do you guys want to talk about? We got 2 minutes left to get to the 10-minute mark. So, yeah. I don't know. We're filming all this stuff. That's going to be pretty cool. We're going to put it... I'm trying to rip off Macklemore because he's my favorite. So, I looked into a bunch of his videos because he's doing this Bend tour right now. And he... what does he do? So he filmed every show, and then he puts out a show, and he's crossing off each show as he's doing it. So we're gonna do that with the Hunger for Laughs tour, which is awesome. We got people coming on the road for pretty much all the shows. Arissa flies in this weekend, so she's coming in and bringing her foot archery. That'll be really fun. And yeah, I went and helped city councilor write some jokes yesterday. So we'll see how those go for him. Dude, writing jokes is so fun. I got a good one yesterday. So what did I write? It was, okay, here, I'm going to post it today. We'll see if it goes good online. But it's that, I'm like, capacity ratings on elevators are stupid. You read it and they're like, oh, you can fit 19 people in here. And you're like, there's no way that 19 people can fit in this thing. And then it's but then I went online and I watched some videos and I couldn't believe how many guys they could fit into one box. Hey-o. Oh, so dumb. That's a thing I have to address too, is that I think people think my TikTok jokes are my stand-up jokes, and they are not. So I always refer to the TikTok jokes as freestyle rap, where you're just up there saying a bunch of crazy shit, and then my actual stand-up would be like a song or the album, where you're actually trying to say something or do something. So a little bit different there. But the TikTok jokes are so fun. Anytime you write a joke and you make yourself do a little laugh and a zinger, it's like a little breath of fresh air, and you're like, oh, that was pretty cool. That was pretty fun. It reminds me to be a lot more playful and a lot sillier, which I think is something I definitely struggle with. Is especially doing business stuff. You get locked into business. You're like, do the business, and then you're just way too serious and. Again, I don't know. Nothing really matters, Doesn't really matter whether you're doing something or you're not, or just try and, keep on keeping on. Anyway, I better get going. I got to take my niece and nephew to school today. Then we're going to the gym. Then we got to go to the bank. And then we got to go do a bunch of stuff, take them to appointments all over town, get to be a good uncle today. So anyway, the Hunger for Laughs tour underway. Please tell your friends about it. Go to hungerforlaughs.com. We're also getting ready. We're going to be announcing an East Coast tour soon and the Australia tour. So if you want to save some money on those, go to AlexTellsJokes.com, sign up to my mailing list, and I'll send you coupon codes for those shows. And I love you guys. Take care. See you soon.